All day long. I tell you what, it's been a labor of love here in our studios, in our newsroom. We've been bringing you stories about people who have had lives touched and those who have touched other lives. We're hosting volunteers from Life Connection of Ohio to raise awareness of the importance of donation. We're talking organ, we're talking tissue. And the guy who is with me right here, right now, George Mullan, I told him before we came out here, I said, George, you are kind of flipping the script on what we have had all day long. We have talked to a number of families, donor families. You, sir, you're representing the recipients. So for our audience tonight, bring them up to speed on what happened to you.
Well, it was a long process, very honestly. It started a long time ago when I got a simple thing called a pacemaker, and then a couple years later a defibrillator. But then as my heart got worse, I had to get other equipment in me, like a heart pump and other things like that.
Finally getting to a point where...
they put me on a list when I was about 60, and I was on the list for multiple years, but then had to have some equipment to keep me alive until they could get a heart.
Yeah.
And then...
and there was history there, right?
Yeah. Oh,
your
yeah.
Dad,
my father...
You said you just commemorated a mark in history as far as he was concerned.
Yeah, he had gone in for needing a heart transplant at Cleveland Clinic also, and unfortunately it didn't happen for him, and he's been gone 25 years. But I learned a lot from that, and you know, I'm lucky that we learned those things.
We talk about the wave of emotions of
yeah.
this day, and for you sitting in the green chair, being somebody taking that spot, what does it mean for you?
You know, I'm lucky to be here. It's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle. If you believe in miracles as I do, this was a miracle.
You're sitting proof.
I'm sitting proof, and I've been here for close to 5 years, and I shouldn't be because of, you know, but because of the donor, because of my wife and family who were really advocates and navigators for my medical care.
You said your wife was a guide.
Huge. She was the biggest support I had in the whole journey, and it is a journey as a recipient. And
George, we talked about the opportunity to meet those who give life and who donate life, and you said you never met the donor family.
No.
Yeah, letters were exchanged or sent out.
I sent them, but but I was told that very honestly, a lot of times they want to keep it private.
Sure.
And we honored that.
But there was one interesting thing you told me.
Well, I want to point this out.
Absolutely.
This is the first
EKG.
this is the first EKG that I had after I got the heart, and my family had an artist rendering of it. So every day when I walk out, I remember that this isn't my EKG. This is the donor's EKG.
Where do you hang that?
Right on my door as I leave every day at the back door.
He said he's sitting proof of being a miracle. I love that picture, by the way. But I got to talk to you about running. Because apparently that's another miraculous thing that is in your life. But you are an avid runner. Maybe even an exerciser, if we could go that far. And
I don't know if I was a great runner. I just liked to run when I was younger, but I was actually more of a coach.
Are you doing it again?
No.
Okay.
I wish I had the ability to do that.
Yeah.
I don't. I do a lot of I do a lot of work, but then I also do a lot of things around the yard and all those kind of things. And a year ago we got a dog, so I'm doing a lot of walking with the dog. So there's lots of activities that
this
I'm doing.
entire day, we're wrapping up here, George,
Yes.
but this entire day is about people making the decision, making the commitment,
Yes.
something well beyond them. What do you have to say to them tonight?
You have a chance to be a hero. And you know, your family will remember you for a lot of things. We're only gone when we're forgotten, and they're never going to forget that your life, you continued the life like mine for many years, and I'm blessed and thankful for that.
This has been a fantastic conversation, George. We
Thanks,
appreciate
Jeff.
you being here, being a part of this, because this day means so much to so many.
Right.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you,
It's
Jeff.
a pleasure meeting you.
Appreciate it.
Mel, back to you in the studio.
George, Jeff, thanks so much for sharing that story, and you can continue to watch our Donate Life sit-in coverage through tomorrow morning.